So a guy that you need to unleash from your dynasty team, like just literally open the gate and let him roam out to pasture, is Raheem the Dream Mostert. I'm in a perpetual state of confusion when it comes to his value in dynasty leagues and his ADP in redraft leagues. Raheem the Dream is already 29 years old. He's a 29-year-old running back. 29 years old. It's crazy. He's topped out at 137 rush attempts in a single season in the NFL. 137 attempts in an entire season. That's his best to date. He had an 11th percentile college dominator as a prospect. He did nothing in college. He's done virtually nothing in the NFL. He's never been good enough to get a substantial chunk of his team's offense at any level, or he's never been healthy enough. To be honest, I'm not really sure because I've never really cared about Raheem the Dream. The best season in his entire career is 772 rush yards. That's his career best. Last year, in 2020, him and Jeff Wilson led the 49ers in rush yards. Wilson had 600. Raheem had 521. They're replaceable. There's not one guy that's better than the other. They're basically the same. This is a backfield that is notorious for running backs don't matter. Like dating back years and years and years. They just don't matter. And this is a backfield that is a prime landing spot, a likely landing spot for virtually any free agent, and also for running back in the draft. The 49ers have to be thinking about addressing the running back position. So his current ADP at DLF Football at 29 years old as a running back, need I remind you, is 91. In terms of running backs, he's the RB29 off the board. He's actually going ahead of Curtis Samuel in startup drafts right now. So Dynasty League Football has some pretty fantastic tools on their website. One of them is their trade analyzer. So you put in Raheem Mostert, and then you figure out what he's worth in draft picks. He's worth the 208 in Superflex leagues, according to the Dynasty League Football Trade Analyzer. I'd take the 208. If you gave me the 208 and told me I had to make my pick by throwing a dart at a dartboard, I'd still take it. I don't care who I get at 208. I'd rather have him than Raheem Mostert. And I'm going to pick a better player than a dartboard. So there's also that to keep in mind. They have another tool that's really, really handy. It is it's called the Trade Finder. So you can plug in the player that you're thinking about trading for or trading away, and you can see what they've been traded for recently. So these are real trades in real dynasty leagues, real money leagues. The most recent trade that's like straightforward and easy to follow, Raheem Mostert in a 3rd round pick for T. Higgins. That actually happened. Now, I'm not saying you're going to get T. Higgins for Raheem Mostert in a 3rd round pick, but you can get something. You can definitely get something. If someone's giving up T. Higgins, someone else is giving up a far worse player that's still better than Raheem Mostert. Another one is Raheem Mostert for a 2023 2nd round pick. I'd take that too. That'd be fine with me. I take a 2023 second. I take a 2022 second. I take any 2021 second. I would take any 2nd round pick. And another one to keep in mind is Curtis Samuel for Raheem Mostert and Jeff Wilson. Both Jeff Wilson and Raheem Mostert are only there because they might score fantasy points for half a season, maybe even a season. There's a chance. It's pretty unlikely, but there's a chance. They're more likely going to either cannibalize each other, get completely wiped out by a free agent or a rookie, or just both be terrible and someone that we've never even heard of will crop up, just like these two did. That's what to expect for the 49ers backfield. If you have Raheem Mostert, you don't want him. Get him off your roster prior to the NFL draft. Let him out to pasture.